Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the seventh and final episode of my Room by Room series, where I'm basically doing this in response to a lot of the comments that I've gotten. In case you haven't watched the other 6 episodes, please do. But it's where I take one room and completely finish it off before I build the next room and the next room and so on. And this is just the way I build in case you haven't seen the other episodes. This is again in response to other people asking me to do let's builds, recreate builds from other videos that I've done. And I simply can't do that because of the way that I build. So I created this series just to show you how I do it. And so far it's been a lot of fun. And as you can see, we've gotten the entire interior done. It's all finished. I love it. I'm very happy with it. Again, it was a risk because the way I build in my own town, sometimes they don't turn out too well the way I do it. So even if it had turned out badly, I would have definitely posted these videos because I'm actually doing them in real time. And again, I appreciate all of your positive responses. The comments have been wonderful. You guys are absolutely great, and I appreciate you so much. So on this final episode, we're going to start working on the exterior. And much like the interior, I have no idea what I'm going to do. We are finished with the rooms, yes, but I like to put those finishing touches on the outside. And if you've ever watched my other original builds, you know that I don't like to clutter up the outside. And I hate to call it clutter, that's just a word, and I've seen some fantastic lots from some of my friends' towns that I love to visit, and videos on YouTube where they put a lot of things outside and they make them look great. But I just don't have that skill. I think my favorite is the interior. So when it comes to the exterior, I do try to keep it simple because every time I've tried to do it more elaborately, it just doesn't turn out as well as I've seen other people do it. So I'm going to be using some of these hydrangea bushes that we just got with this 2018 holiday update. And as you can see, I'm not that familiar with them yet, the way that they go. So I'm going to practice here trying to make them curve around the house the way that I want them. As you can see, I'm kind of new to using these. So I'm going to kind of fool around with the right ones and the left ones, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen right there. I just wanted them to be in the front of the home, which in this case is actually the side, but we'll pretend it's the front, and just wrap around slightly around the side of the home. So we're going to continue making these, and I really love these. I love the fact that they mesh together. As you know, the other bushes and things that we have don't really do that. No matter how hard you try, they still look separated. Even with the new backyard updates that we got, they still don't look as realistic as I'd like them to, but these really do. And I'm going to probably be using some of the new, are they wildflowers, or I can't remember what they're called. We also got those, so that looks good to me. I do like that. And I'm going to put something here in this little area of the house on the outside where we have that little nook, I guess you would call it. And that little tree that's 3x3, and I think they're magnolias, but I'm not sure, but I like to think they're magnolias. I love to put those in tight little spots on the front of homes because I just think they look beautiful. And now where we have that white hydrangeas, they blend very well with those. So let's see here. What are we going to put on this end? Let's put some of these new flowers that we have. They are 2 wide. So, and we do have 1 wide. So I'm going to have to figure out how they go around the house here and work with that. I don't know if I want to make those wrap or not. I kind of like this, and then we have the ends on them there, so that looks good. And now this is technically the front of the home, but I'm pretending like it's the side of the home. I'm going to go ahead though and decorate it as though it were street front, and just put some more flowers over here. To me, again, it's all about balance. I like to balance out things, so instead of being too repetitive, I like to have, something that's the focal point, like the hydrangea bushes, and then off to the sides, I like to put something that's a little smaller, like those little flowers. And I'd like to have one of these trees here. These are 4x4s, so I use these along with the other, like the maples and other things that we have in larger spots. So this is looking pretty good to me so far. I like how the flower bed wraps around the side of the house just a little, just enough to set it off but not make it look too busy. And then we have them coming around the front. We have that little tree, and then we have more wildflowers. So I like how this looks so far. And I don't know, though, if I'm going to be happy with the way this does. I wish we had an option to delete the sidewalk that keeps jumping around everywhere. I'm thinking if I put some exterior lights here, we may be able to get rid of it. See, it's not, yeah, it's moving now. I wonder where it went. Well, I guess we'll find out where it went. But I kind of do want to have the front door lit up. I always enjoy doing that. So we'll put those there and see how that looks. But the sidewalk came back, so... Because I like to build my own sidewalks, but if I can't get them to work out to where the other one goes away, sometimes I'll just delete the one that I made and just... And you know, on the island lots like this, the sidewalk that comes with it, I actually like that one. They look like nice rock stepping stones, as you can see there. But I am just going to try to get rid of it if I can, and if I can't, I'll probably end up deleting the sidewalk that I made and just go with what's there. See, no matter what I do, it's just, it's definitely not wanting to move. So let's jump it around here. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not going to go away this time. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't, but I don't like the two together. It's not going to work out together. See, it's just not going to go anywhere. I just wish we were allowed to tap on it and delete it if we wanted to. And sometimes it'll go, I don't know why it does this, but if you have like a front door and a side door, or even a back door, it'll go all the way around the house. I was thinking maybe if I made that double, see, it did, it made it go away. But I don't think I like how that looks. See how it looks kind of off balance like that? But if you've noticed, even if you have like a back door and side door and a front door, sometimes it will make it go all the way around to the back. Even if your door is technically in the front, it'll make it go all the way around to the back door. I don't understand that at all. So now I'm going to try to find some more lighting and see if we can put lighting over top of these bushes, because I haven't tested that yet. Nope, we can't. Oh well, that would be nice too, but we can't do that. So wondering, maybe I should just put something out here, some lighting out here, but I don't really have a back door there, so I just realized in the house I did not put a back door or a side door in, and I want to have a patio back there. So I'm probably, yeah, I'm going to take this window out, and I'm going to place a door, which would be a good place to have it anyway, because it's sort of adjacent to the kitchen, and you go through the laundry room area there, sort of like a mud room. So that would work for me. That way you could just come in and out from the patio into the laundry room and over to the kitchen. And I need to pick a nice gray that would match the other one. And that works for me, because we have that kind of design going on with the grays anyway. And another one of these trees out here to balance it out. We'll put another one of these here. So let's see here. Let's look for some outdoor furniture. I know that those grills, which I'll go back to in a minute, they're actually supposed to be pizza ovens, but to me they look like those wood grills, just like a pellet grill, I guess you'd call it. And I like to use those as regular grills. I know they don't actually go out and cook steaks on them or anything, but just for looks I like to have, I know they call them pizza ovens, but where did it go? There's the stools I wanted. So put those stools here. And do you see how I try to just keep it real simple and plain? It may look boring to some, but combined with everything else that I put outside, I like to have more of a neutral kind of look. That's just pretty much how I am in real life. my house is basically neutrals with pops of color, and I think you probably see that come out with my builds. So we're going to put that there, and maybe a plant in the corner or somewhere else. I like those hanging plants. I think they look really nice outside. And if I'm not mistaken, you can actually put some things under them. And I think I actually accidentally put a light and a plant with each other, and they went. But, and it looked like the plant was all lit up. I don't know if that still works or not. I haven't tried it, but I'm going to put some of these ground lights in. These are some of my favorite lights for outside. You can do a lot with those. I took those even on my hospital. I don't know if you've watched my hospital video, but I used those to make an H for the helipad, where the helicopter would bring critical patients into the ER. And you can do pretty neat things with them, like on my hotel. I used them to make the parking lines in the parking lot, and that looks really cool lit up. Check that one out too, the hotel. So I'm just putting the little finishing touches on the exterior here. I always like to have a little lantern on the table because at night it just looks so nice. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. And yeah, what do you guys think? It's looking like a real house now. But I'm not satisfied at all with this. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to go with what they gave us, because obviously it doesn't want to go away. So we'll just keep it. And that's okay, because we have browns on the outside, so that's okay. And it kind of blends with the rock that's around the hydrangeas anyway. So now we'll just move the lights to either side of the front door and see how that looks. And that looks much better to me. So yeah. And we're going to move this over so it's not in the front of the home. And maybe put a little something over here. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's try. I like how that wraps around like that. Now it's really balanced out. And I'm liking this. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me through all 7 of these episodes. It's been a lot of fun, like I said, and I enjoy the comments a lot. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. See how this looks at night? And I'm glad this one turned out, because again, when I do these builds, they're always a surprise. Sometimes the exterior looks terrible when I'm finished, but on this one, I'm really happy with it. So maybe we should take a tour back through it for those of you who did not watch from the beginning. But we have the great room, which is where we started. And it turned out wonderfully, I thought. I love the teal and the whites that pop out and that tone of wood. We made an adjacent bathroom for guests, which I love, and the rose gold fixtures. And then that's another view of the great room with that beautiful eating area. And then you come into the kitchen, which is in some blue colors and grays. And then we have our stairway, which matches the great room. We have our laundry room with an exterior entrance. And we have our nice patio back there. And we have a wonderful master suite in greens and pinks and white. I like that room a lot, with the accent wall. And we have the beautiful pastel green 2-story master bath, which I really like that one too. I don't think there's a room that I don't like on this house. And then going upstairs, we built the hallway with the glass to look down into the great room, sorry. And then we built What did we do next? Did we do... Oh, and the windows there too. Did we do the office or did we do the little girl's room? I think we did this one first. I don't remember. But we have a little girl's room here. She's a toddler, which turned out nicely too, and she has her own bathroom. I love that color of pink. And we have the L-shaped hallway that's decorated at the end. And we have the beautiful pink and black office here that also has windows to look down into the great room. And then the pretty black mirror in there. I love that mirror. I'm so excited to have the other things that come with the update when we're finished too, and when we're finished with the quest. And then we have the teenager's room, her little suite back here, which if you remember we had a horrible problem with because it was originally a theater and then the theater disappeared, the screen. But we fixed it, and I think it turned out better this way that we have an extra bedroom up here. So I'm definitely happy that that happened, because now I think it turned out better than it would have. And she has her closet and her bathroom here, which I modeled after the bathroom downstairs. So yeah, here's the grid, or the layout I should say. Aerial view of the layout. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thank you guys again. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a like and subscribe if you like what you see. I have a lot of other videos, original builds, remodels from pre-made homes. Now I have this series. So please do give me a like. I did work hard on this. I love you guys. Thanks again for all your wonderful and sweet compliments. Take care and have a wonderful holiday season.